Hello, ladies. Welcome to the ladies' room. Happy first Saturday of 2018. If you're in the much colder region like I am of the United States or the country, hope you're keeping nice and warm today. Have some friends out there who are struggling a little bit with frozen pipes and broken furnaces. And so, my hopes and prayers are with you, and hoping that everybody is somewhere where they're happy, safe, warm today. So I also appreciate the everybody putting up with the double postponement of the ladies' room this week. We had, obviously, the weather brought in some unexpected curveballs. Hey! And so I'm just real happy to be here today. Actually, the house is totally quiet. The kids are out at their various activities, and so I'm enjoying this sunny window and this quiet room and getting a little time with you. Hey, Joe! So my big thing this month is online dating. Working with a lot of women who are either wanting to get online dating and are really nervous as to how to even start. Women who, have been at it for a while and they feel like they're kind of just, on the hamster wheel, going around and around having sort of the same results and actually experiencing a lot of frustration and even heartbreak. And boy, do I know what that feels like. From the time my marriage ended until I met Richard, I was online dating for about 4 years. And I got right on because I'm a person, I like to be in a relationship. I've learned a little bit about myself, and I've accepted the fact that I just do much better when I'm in a relationship. And so I was always looking. That being said, in those 4 years, I learned a lot about myself, about what works with online dating, especially for you women who are looking to find a long-term partner via online dating. It changes the game up a little bit. So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've learned along the way, in the hopes that it will help you to find that lasting love that you've been longing for in 2018. So the first thing is creating a profile that really reflected who I am as a woman, what's important to me, what I value, what my life is really like, how I see this man fitting into my life. I feel like at first I wasn't really sure. I was kind of more caught in the trying to sell myself and, not really so much, from the standpoint of I'm so great, but like really just showing, everything that seems positive and, something that a man would want, where in the end, I had the best result, obviously meeting Richard, through really conveying who I am as a person, like what's important to me day to day, that family is important to me, and that I see this man, joining a family and being, someone who's really wanting family life, that I have a deep spirituality, that's important to me. That I, a little bit about, just what I value. Like I value being able to be real and relaxed and enjoy somebody else's company and, hang out with friends and just all the things that really matter to me. Instead of trying to portray somebody with like really cool hobbies that, had it all together and, and really, I mean, as a single mom, especially, it wasn't always easy. And again, I tried to sort of focus on, the strength that I gained from that, and, while still, being really authentic because, and really it's so important to do that because that is when I started attracting men who, and ultimately a man who really appreciated the way I was, just the way I was. I didn't have to change anything. So anyway, so that's one of the things that's really, that was very important. Let's see, I'm going to sip through the cards here. Okay. So, thing number 2, that's super important for successful online dating really having a clear vision for the relationship that you want. And I know I've talked a lot about this relationship vision stuff before, and I'm probably starting to sound like a broken record, but it is such a valuable tool. Really, it's like, if I was thinking of a metaphor this morning while I was walking, it'd be like, before I had a clear vision of what I wanted, my experience of online dating was like getting in a car and just going out for a drive and hoping to get somewhere, but not having a real clear destination in mind. So, while you might see some lovely scenery and some, interesting attractions, listen to some great music, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, you've done a lot of driving and you haven't gotten yourself to that place you want to be, which is finding your true love. So how do you get clear on what it is that you want? Well, one kind of cool way to get clear on what you want is to use your disappointments, your heartbreaks, the things that have really hurt you and disappointed you in life, to discover what it is that you really need. So it's sort of a weird counterintuitive thing, because, while you don't really want to focus too much on what hasn't worked out for you and what you're possibly still bitter about, because you don't want to call more of that into your life. But at the same time, you can use those experiences to work out of it what it is that's important to you. So let me just give you an example. One of the gentlemen that I dated, and I dated a lot of really cool guys, I got to say. I mean, I feel like every one of them taught me something really important about myself, about what I was looking for. And so there was one guy in particular that I really liked. I felt like we were really compatible. We had actually a really good time when it was just the two of us. And we could pretty much go anywhere, do anything. And, it was very comfortable and very easy. But as, we got a couple months into dating, I was finding that he was never really available much on the weekends, or like when the kids were around too much to do anything. And so, after a while that became a little bit of concern. And, so I sort of approached the subject, and, needless to say, hey Jason, needless to say, it never really, that part of the relationship never really launched. And I that to me was just, it was so clear that that was something that I needed. And so I took that from that relationship. I took that I really need someone who is available for family, and, who wants to, is willing to roll up their sleeves on a Saturday and say, all right, how are we going to make this work? This one's got to go there. Are we going to do something together? Divide and conquer kind of thing. That was, super important to me. So, so there's a lot of ways to work a vision. And, I feel like I really did learn the most from the relationships that didn't work out. Even going way back to your family of origin and your parents, you can, you probably left your childhood with, at least one disappointment. And, our parents are not perfect. We are not perfect. We all do our best. But, for example, for me, I left my childhood with a feeling that I really needed someone who appreciated me and could be really attentive to me. And once I knew that about myself, I could really sort of be a little bit more discerning when, I was out there dating, to see, is this person able to really be with me and listen to me and talk with me and, appreciate what I think and how I feel. That's something that became really important to me. So that all goes into your vision, and will help you to really navigate when you're out there dating. You'll really just have a much better sense of what you're looking for. You can relax, enjoy the person you're with a little bit more, and just trust yourself to, be sort of looking for those things that are important to you. So that's thing number 2. Thing number 3 is find ways to deal with loneliness, restlessness, low self-esteem, and self-doubt other than going on Match or whatever else is out there. I know there's new ones. I have to get a little educated, but I was on Match.com, and I just found there were a lot of times, and it's the age of distraction. You can get as you know, you can get the app right on your phone. And there were so many times where just because I don't know, I was just feeling really off or just kind of crappy or, feeling lousy about myself, not in a really good place. And it seemed like whenever I felt that way, anytime I went online to check the messages or to try to see what was going on there, I don't know, I didn't have really the best experience. And, I was more susceptible to getting into relationships that were more, like entanglements or just, not going the direction that I wanted to go. So this can be a really awesome way to sort of take care of yourself a little bit so that when you actually do end up with the person that, you're going to spend your life with, you can handle those feelings in yourself. It's because you already know that they happen. You already know it's not this other person's fault, and that it's your responsibility to find a creative way to deal with these feelings. So, whenever you find yourself feeling down, feeling low, rather than going and seeing if you got, a message in your inbox or, is that guy that you went out with, been online today doing who knows what, and, driving yourself into further madness, maybe just sort of be with yourself, check in, okay, so I'm kind of off. What can I do here to help myself? Maybe listen to some music, go for a walk, go out and find some friends. I found it to be really, really important to learn that. And especially now in my relationship with Richard, because there's some days where I just wake up and I'm like, I don't know what's the matter with me. I just cannot seem to get on track today, or, maybe even something's up with him. I don't know. Sometimes it's really hard to tell when you're so connected to somebody, but it's good to have the ability to take care of yourself and, figure out, okay, what am I going to do to cheer myself up here a little bit today? Or, do something nice for myself, not something that's going to, create further disturbance. So there you go. So there's a couple of things, and it goes on and on and on. It's quite a world out there, online dating. And yet I feel like, certainly I met Richard there. It's really worth getting into and learning how to navigate it, because, your person could very well be on there. Everything is kind of online these days. So, so this is something that you definitely want to check out, and, a little guidance to be successful with it, is what I'm here for. So, anyway, so that's my little scoop for today. And I'm really glad some of you came out live here, and I hope, those of you watching the replay enjoy, and, feel free to message me. Let me know what's happening. I am also offering a free coaching session to women who want to sort of get with the online program this month. So be sure to take advantage of it. I'll put a link to sign up for your free session down in the comment section. So have a great day, everybody. And again, Happy New Year, and keep warm, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.